AVIOndemand.com. Automotive training you can receive anywhere, anytime. Your online training starts here.
So here's a case study. This happened to be a Chevy Avalanche. It was towed in my shop. I knew it had a bad fuel pump on it. I knew this going into the diagnosis, but I figured, hey, this is a great one to start with because it really shows how easy these type of tests can be. So here's a generic global scan tool. Again, I just pulled some codes out. It's telling me I have some lean conditions present. I looked at some rough data stream here. I saw my fuel trims are skewed. I knew I was dealing with the lean condition. I even went ahead beforehand and put up a fuel pressure gauge on there. This was, since it was a Chevy Vortec engine, should be about 60 PSI while it's idling. Luckily, this vehicle was still able to start and run, but we're down to about 10 PSI of fuel pressure here. This vehicle needed a fuel pump. So what I'm looking at now is I'm looking at the fuel trim chart. This scan tool has the ability to, in different dynamic ranges, so whether it be at idle, wide open throttle, cruising, steady state of speed, whatever the case happens to be, each one of those blocks represents a different driving condition. So I just, as much as I could, accelerated the vehicle, and if everything was in spec, all of those blocks should be green. But since this thing has such a weak fuel pump on it, you notice that they're all red. They actually have little numbers on there. It tells you how far out of whack they actually happen to be here. So that was the fuel trim chart. Now the volumetric efficiency chart as well is going to go ahead and give me two drive traces. So you're going to have a yellow one and a red one. We're hoping for both of those drive traces to 100% mirror one another. And obviously, it's kind of hard to see on here, but at the higher RPM scales, they do not mirror one another. So we know that we have not only an overall breathing condition problem, we know we have a fuel trim related problem, we know that this thing is pretty much dying on us. So what I did after I put the fuel pump in is I went ahead and did the same tests again, and notice, just as we said before with the vehicle's immune system, because it sensed the low fuel pressure for so long, in turn what it did to try to keep this vehicle running under the stoichiometric fuel economy was it kept adding fuel to the engine. It added fuel by keeping the injectors on longer. So it took a little bit of time for it to skew those numbers more and more positive. So after I put the fuel pump in, notice that a lot of these are green, but some of them are still yellow, which means they're on the borderline. It's going to take a little bit of time to go ahead with its immune system to say, I'm still a little bit on the rich side, so now I got to go ahead and lean out this fuel condition. Again, this is something that's real quick and easy to do. I did not use a factory scan tool to do this, and it just basically took me a few minutes inside the driver's seat of the vehicle to achieve these test results.